Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video, I am just going to do an eye look using the Nomad Cosmetics, the Verona Amore and Morte. Pretty sure I butchered that. What did I call this palette? I called this palette something else. I think the Love and Death side, or Romeo and Juliet side. I really don't remember what I referred to this palette as, but it's got two mirrors and it has two different color stories. And Nomad was so gracious in sending me this on a one-time thing, so I don't have a code for Nomad Cosmetics, but many of my friends do, and if you are a subscriber of mine, we share a lot of subscribers, so you could pick any one of those beautiful human beings and use their code. So I am going to actually start out using, after I prime, a shade from the Sydney Grace X Temptalia. This is the, what did they call it? The Radiant Reflection, and this one, it was the light version. Apparently, I forgot how to film because I haven't even put my eye primer on. I'm going to pop this eye primer on, and then I'm going to go pop and get something to drink. My mouth is so dry. All right, guys. So I am going to pull my hair very loosely back. Notice the curls and the waves. This is about 4 hours after I filmed another video about my hair. It's a long video, but I do touch on my hair in the beginning. So, but anyway, this is that same day of, what did I, makeup that I had forgot, but not forgot, just didn't use in a while. So there we go. It's kind of wild, but that's all right. Okay. I'm going to start off in... I'm going to start off in this palette. And I'm going to run along the crease this shade, Dearest Constant. What's that say? Dearest Constant. That shade. And I'm just going to use this. I did use my MAC. I mean, not my MAC paint pot. I used the Ace Beauty. I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can. I have another video I want to film while I can. My husband is working late tonight, and my grandkids aren't here. They're They're still at home. We'll get them in the morning. Okay. Now, I'm going in with the shade in this palette, which is Unstoppable Love. Now, on a different brush, I'm going to go in with this brush. This is a Unit 307. And I'm going to dip into that one a little bit, and then that will be it for this palette. I'm going to use my shadow shield just because this eye is just being unrelentless today. All right, I think I am done with this one. And now I'm going to go on this side of the palette and pick up this shade. This is slightly darker than the other one. That's the two compared. The one on top is from the Temptalia, and this one is from Nomad. And I'm just going to use that same brush, and I'm going to use my switch to switch it off. And this is Dagger, shade Dagger. A lot comes up on the brush, which is good. And I'm just going to go mainly over what I just laid down. In all honesty, I was going to do a pink look, but now I'm leaning more on that cool tone side. Now I'm picking up the shade Dark, which is this one. I haven't used any shades on this side yet. So let's just see how this goes. These brushes truly are some of the softest brushes I have ever used. They really are. And I said this in another video where I was using them. I mean, they're squared off, and they're not branded. They don't have a name anywhere on them. But, you know, most brushes have, you know, they have a curved end, or, you know, they have some kind of shape to, I mean, these are all different brands, and they, you know, they have a point to them. And those don't. I mean, here's the 3 of them. They're just like, they're squared off. And so I was like, I hope these are good. Man, they are some of my favorite brushes. Seriously. Alright, I think I've blended that shade as much as I'm going to be able to blend it. This is a multi-chrome. And that is it. It is purple, green, what I'm seeing. Love that. Love that. So that will really tie in really good, I do believe, with this darker burgundy. What I am going to do is take a more denser brush and get some more of the shade dark and just kind of pat it in, and then I'm going to end up putting that shade Tragedy over top of it. So I'm just picking this up. This is a Billy B6 brush. I may go over the whole lid. Let's do that. This is where I would use that Wet n Wild brush, but because it just really packs on. All right, yeah. This eye, I hate this eye. It's watering. All right. I mean, this is pigment on a matte. This is matte. All of these are matte, and they just apply beautifully. Now you can kind of blend it once you get it up there if you want. Now, this beautiful, beautiful shade. Speaking of my Wet n Wild brush, I'm going to go in with that shade Tragedy. And this may be, we'll see. That's it on the brush. Let me use my Fax Mac Fix Plus. Absolutely love this. So pretty. I mean, I don't even want to put anything else up here, but I am. This shade, Romeo, that shade right there, it's got a little flip of purple in it. So, fingers crossed that I can get it to do that on my eyes. I'm just cleaning that brush off. Cleaning my damn eyes off. Gosh. Okay. Light is coming off on the brush. That's good. I'm just going to go ahead and coat the other side too. I think these do apply really good with your finger or a sponge tip, but this is what I started with. My sponge tips are not right here handy, and this brush was. And I don't really feel like I'm packing that big of a punch, so I'm going to use my pinky finger and see if you can see it more. Okay, so my sponge tips are somewhere else, but then I remembered I did have this. This is a Huda Beauty double-ended brush. One side, this is rubber, and this is foam tip. So I'm going to use the foam tip and hopefully get more payoff. And I'm not, because it's not really wanting to come off on this brush, which is, you know, that's fine too. I think this is more of a topper shade, honestly. Well, that gave me a little bit of payoff. Just building it. Yeah. Now I'm going to dip back into that tragedy and just lightly dab it back over. I'm happy with that. For the inner corner, I think I'm just going to use this pink in here. That matte pink in the shade Paradise. After I stuck that up there, I remembered I had shadow on my pinky. All right. This is it. This is the completed eye look. Let me scoot a little closer so you can see the eyes. Again, I'm having a lot of trouble with this eye, so I'm going to skip out on mascara, but these are the eyes. I hope it changed colors for you guys like it did putting it on. I really do enjoy this palette. When I first got it, I will be very honest, I looked at this side and I said, there is absolutely no shade that I would wear in this palette except for maybe that one to deepen up. And I have been so pleasantly surprised of how much I actually do like all of these, as well as, I mean, these are me. These have my name written all over them. But I do really enjoy this, and I do thank Nomad Cosmetics so very much for sending it to me. And as far as the Sydney Grace Temptalia palette, I do have a video up, should be, of trying this. This is absolutely beautiful. I used this color and that color to just kind of help build that crease a little bit. And I love the outer packaging too. Whoops, I'm gonna slip out. So that is it for this little bite-size eye look. So, as always, guys, be beautiful and be kind, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So, I really got up close and personal with my eyes, and you really can see these sparkles in it. Okay, just needed to pop that in.